Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to the Magical Monday Story Time. My name is Miss Brittany, and I'm so excited to be back with you. It's been a while since I've been able to lead story time, and it's fun because I get to do it here at my house with my daughter Lily Rose and my daughter Gracelyn. Well, when we do story time, we always start by taking out our hand and saying hello to our friends. Can you take out your hand at your house and wave and sing with us? My hand says hello. My hand says hello. Every time I see my friends, my hand says hello. Wonderful, let's sing it together one more time. My hand says hello. My hand says hello. Every time I see my friends, my hand says hello. Thanks for singing with us. We're going to sing it again, and we're going to try to sing it in Spanish this time. Mi mano dice hola, mi mano dice hola. Cada vez que veo mis amigos, mi mano dice hola. Wonderful, one more time. Mi mano dice hola, mi mano dice hola. Cada vez que veo mis amigos, mi mano dice hola. Wonderful. Well, when we do story time, I always bring my special What Is It bag, and today I have something inside of my bag that you use with your hand when you're going to make something. Let's see what's inside today.
What is it? What is it? What is it? Till you know. What is it? What is it? What is it? Tell me so.
Remember, something inside of my bag is something you put in your hand and you use to make something.
Is it a pencil? Is it paint?
Is it
a highlighter?
Okay, let's do one at a time. It's not a pencil. However, a pencil is something you use to write with. It's not paint. Paint would be really messy in my bag, but it would be lots of fun. And, a highlighter is really close to one of these items in here. Do you at home have any ideas of what could be in my bag?
Marker.
You have an idea of a marker today inside of my bag. One of the things is a marker. It's really close to a highlighter. And I have a marker today, and what color is it?
Purple.
Purple. My highlighter today is the color purple. I have something else inside of my bag today that you can use to draw with. And it is a
Crayon.
color crayon. And what color is it?
Purple.
Purple. The crayon is purple and the marker is purple. There's one more thing that I have inside of my bag today. It's the color purple. You use it to draw with, but you usually use this one outside on the sidewalk. Do you know what it could be? Chalk. Today I have a piece of chalk, and it's also the color purple. I got lots of purple things.
Just like on my shirt.
Just like Lily Rose's shirt. Oh, and at your house, maybe you have some things that are the color purple. We have a Dr. McStuffin kit, and it has purple on the bottom.
And it's purple glitter.
And purple glitter around the side. Maybe you have some fun purple things that you can find at your house to do with the color purple. Well, our hands can draw and make pictures, but they can also do other things. What can your hands do?
Bend.
Bend. And kind of scrunch together. What else can your hands do?
Twist.
Twist together. Oh, are you pointing to your ears? They can kind of pull on your ears like that. Our hands can clap. They can make some things. Oh yeah, I can make mine up and you're making yours backwards. How are you going to make yours? Make little glasses on your faces. There's lots of fun things our hands can do. Well, I have a song for you about your hands and different parts of your body and things that you can do. Let's do our song together. My hands are clapping, 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 clapping. My hands are clapping, clap, clap, clap. Good job. I like how friends are clapping together with us. My arms are waving, 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 waving. My arms are waving, wave, wave, wave. Very nice. We're going to use our feet this time. My feet are stomping, 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 stomping. My feet are stomping, stomp, stomp, stomp. Good job. See what else happens in our song. My eyes are blinking. Make your eyes blink. Blinking, blinking, blinking. My eyes are blinking.
nose is sniffy.
Can you make your nose sniff?
Sniffy, sniffy, sniffy. My nose is sniffy.
Ooh, we had big sniffs at our house. How about at your house?
My lips are kissing.
Kisses.
Kissing, kissing, kissing.
Maybe blow up.
My lips are kissing.
Bless you. Lots of fun kisses.
My head is nodding.
Nod your head up and down.
Nodding, nodding. My head is nodding. Nod, nod, nod.
Very nice.
My hands are clapping.
Clap on.
Clapping, clapping, clapping. My hands are clapping.
Clap, clap, clap. Very nice job with our song today. Your hands can do lots and lots of different things. And today we had our special purple crayon because, thank you.
Purple, the Harold and the purple crayon.
As my story today is called Harold and the Purple Crayon. Today there's this little boy Harold, and he's going to show us a whole bunch of things that he draws with his purple crayon for our story. And it's written by Crockett Johnson. Hold on. First page. Here we go. One evening, after thinking it over for a long time, Harold decided to go for a walk in the moonlight. But there wasn't any moon, and Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight, and he also needed something to walk on. So Harold took out his purple crayon. He drew a moon and a nice walking path. He made a long straight path so he would not get lost. And he set off on the walk on his path, taking his big purple crayon with him. But he didn't seem to be getting anywhere on the long straight path, so he left the path for a shortcut across a field, and the moon went with him. The shortcut led to where Harold thought a forest ought to be. So he wouldn't get lost in the woods. He made a really small forest with only one tree. He turned that tree into an apple tree. The apples would be very tasty, he thought, when they turned red. So Harold drew something by the tree. He put a terribly frightening dragon underneath the tree to guard all the apples.
Scared Harold, and he even drew
It was a terribly frightening dragon. It even frightened Harold. He backed away, his hand still holding onto the purple crayon.
That's his frightening face, and that's his backing away.
Yeah. Suddenly he realized what was happening, but by then Harold was over his head in the ocean. He came up thinking fast, and in no time at all he was climbing aboard a little trim boat. He quickly set sail, and the moon sailed along with him. And after he had sailed long enough, Harold made land without much trouble. He stepped ashore on a beach, wondering where he was. The sandy beach reminded Harold of picnics, and he thought of picnics, and that made him feel hungry. Have you friends ever gone to the beach and had a picnic? Lots of fun. We have.
Yeah.
We like to do picnics on the beach. And so Harold laid out a nice, simple picnic lunch. But there was nothing there but pies. Harold made all 9 kinds of pie that he liked the best. When Harold finished his picnic, there was quite a lot left. He hated to see all of his delicious pie go to waste, so he started to draw something. What do you
What if
think
it's
he's
a
drawing?
squirrel or a
Porcupine
horse?
A horse. You think it might be a porcupine and a moose? You've read this story with us before, haven't you? And Lily Rose, you said a horse and a squirrel today? Let's see what he drew. Oh, look, there it is. The moose and the porcupine. So Harold left a very hungry moose and a deserving porcupine to finish it up. And off he went looking for a hill to climb to see where he was. Harold knew that the higher up he went, the farther he could see, so he decided to make the hill into a tall mountain. Very, very tall. If he went high enough, he thought, he could see the window to his bedroom. He was tired and he felt he ought to go to bed. He hoped he could see his bedroom window from the very top of the mountain. But as he looked down over the other side, he slipped. See, Harold slipped down and he's falling because he didn't get to draw the other side of the mountain. And there wasn't any sign of the mountain, so he was falling fast in thin air. But luckily, he had his wits with him and his special purple crayon. He made a balloon and grabbed onto it, and he made a basket under the balloon that was big enough to stand
And sit in.
to stand and sit. So Harold's making himself in the hot air balloon. He had a fine view from the balloon, but he couldn't see his window. He couldn't even see a house. So he made a house with windows, and he landed the balloon on the grass in the front yard. None of the windows were like his window. He tried to think where his window ought to be. He made some more windows. He made a big building full of windows. He made lots of buildings full of windows. He made a whole city full of windows, but none of the windows was his window. He couldn't think where his window might be. He decided that he should ask a policeman. The policeman pointed the way. Harold was going to go anyways, but he thanked him. And he walked along with the moon, wishing he was in his room and in his bed. And then suddenly, Harold remembered. He remembered where his bedroom window was. When there was a moon, it was always right around his window. And then Harold made his bed. He got in and he drew up the covers. And the purple crayon dropped onto the floor, and Harold dropped off to sleep. Well, that's our story about Harold and the purple crayon. In our story today, Harold had his special purple crayon, and maybe you have a purple crayon at your house or any color crayon that you would like to use. And maybe you have a piece of paper and you can take your special purple crayon or any color and you can draw something that you like to draw. I like to draw sunshines and it's a morning sunny day, so I drew a sunshine on my piece of paper today. So, did you see? Oh, a butterfly outside? Oh my goodness, let's see if I can make a butterfly. Like the butterfly that was just outside of our house. A purple.
Green one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe we can do green later.
But you can make it.
But I can make a butterfly on my picture, and maybe I want to make something like Harold did in this story. And I want to make a tree that the butterfly can fly in. I'm gonna make some apples on my tree, but you can make whatever kind of tree or anything that you want to draw at your house. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. It can be anything you want. But if you want to, you can use a purple crayon or any other kind of crayon like Harold did for his story. Now at our house, we also like to do some drawing on other things. At our house, we like to draw with cardboard. So today, I'm gonna take my marker next, because you can draw with markers too. And I'm gonna draw some water just like Harold did. I'm gonna make it some wavy water. Lots and lots of water. And sometimes in the water, we see things
Fish.
that look like this.
Fish.
What's on that? See, maybe sometimes you might see a fish in the water. There's lots of other things that you could see also.
It's swimming backwards.
You think he's gonna swim backwards?
Swimming
A shark?
backwards.
Would you like to draw something for us on our board today? Tell everybody, what is it that you're making?
I'm making a big, huge, great white shark.
A great white shark. Okay, let's watch and see. Looks like you're gonna add an eye
There's his mouth.
and he needs lots of sharp teeth. Sharks need lots of good sharp teeth.
And here's his fin to tell him,
Where
I'm
he's
gonna
going.
fall.
Okay.
And this is his body.
Oh, wonderful. So maybe at your house you'd like
Great
to draw
white
something in the water.
sharks have these because that's how they survive.
Like a shark. Grayson, would you like to take the crayon and draw something nice to go with our picture? What are you going to draw that's really nice for our picture? Right over here.
garbage.
Oh, garbage. Sometimes we
That's
go for
called
walks.
littering.
There's garbage. Sometimes we find garbage. That might be something you want to draw or something else. But you can find lots of different things at the water. Sharks, fish, waves, and sometimes even garbage. But you can make some really fun things at
Also
your
whales.
house with your pictures, and you can use any color you want and draw and have fun. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see our friends later. Goodbye. Adios.
Adios, amigos.